What's up, YouTube fam? It's your boy JayJosh, and as you can see, I have a special guest here, Sarayah from this season's The Voice, top 12.
Yeah.
Might I add.
How y'all doing?
Okay, so what I wanted to do is just give value and bring value to the artist community. So what better way than to have an accomplished artist to present the information to you? All right, who are some of your biggest inspirations and why?
Well, I think that I really look up to the greats. I feel like if you're ever gonna take anything from people, you need to watch the people who came before you and who did it well. Whitney Houston is somebody that, I really look to vocally. Like she always sang. You can tell she sang with proper vocal technique and everything. So I really value her work. I value greats like Aretha Franklin and Shaka Khan. And for people who are like right now today, I value Fantasia for the soul she brings. She's somebody that lays it all out on the stage every time, and that reminds me of what I like to do. She's naturally who she is. And then Beyonce is somebody that I feel like has really made her own mark in the industry. She has her own lane because she carved that out for herself. I think that she's very inspiring for me and many other people who are trying to make it in the game.
That's good. All right, question number 2. What type of setting do you like to write in?
Well, if I'm honest about how I write, I never really sit down and write, unless there's just an idea that I get for words, but I rarely write like that. Like, my ideas for songs can come while I'm washing the dishes, or they can come while I'm riding in the car. And in those cases, they actually come with lyrics and melody at the same time. So I'm singing a song that's already been written or something, so I'm literally grabbing my recorder on site and just recording what I just heard in my head. And that's usually how I come up with the songs that I write.
So, cell phone is the best thing, right? You use your cell phone?
Absolutely.
All right, next question. How was it I'm really excited, I'm interested in this answer, but how was it to be on a team of Alicia Keys and then have her produce the song Living on a Prayer? How was that experience?
You know what? That was really a dope experience. And I say that because, number one, Alicia Keys is an R&B soul artist. But she has everything to bring to the table because she's a creative artist, And so she's immediately, when she hears a song, she wants to see how she hears you on it, She never wants to take away from the integrity of the song, but she doesn't want to take away from who you are as an artist. So I think that we had fun dealing with Living on a Prayer. That was a rock song, something that was least expected from myself. So she basically, we arranged it where I could do my own thing with it. If you notice in the middle of the song, there was a breakdown. It was kind of like a modern day sound. That was kind of my idea. Her idea overall was to just basically you can keep your soul on the table, your soulful sound on the table, as well as still the song. She just gave kind of advice and tips.
Yeah. So you had input on the song too.
Yeah, I had a nice amount of you have all the input in the world when it's yours. Once they've chosen the song and it's solidified, you kind of have that input to say, well, what can we do this here and that there.
Dope. So I got an inbox message from one of my Instagram followers, and they want to know room temperature water for singles. Is it a myth? What's that all about?
If you needing room temperature water, is like a...
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I think, personally, I am somebody that, if I'm drinking ice cold water, it's with food and stuff like that. But I always drink room temperature water because, number one, when you have to sing, your vocal cords respond just the way the rest of your body does. If you jump into a tub of ice cold water, what your body does is it shakes something up, and you get, and that's the same thing that technically happens with your vocal cords when you're putting ice cold water down your throat. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that we've always been advised not to do that because of that reason. You know,
okay.
so have I ever experienced where I drank some ice cold water and then I like butchered the song? No, I haven't, because I usually have just taken the advice of those who came before me, and like it only makes sense. Like it happens the same way to your voice as it would to your whole body.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Okay, last question, and we'll wrap this up. What advice would you give to a beginning artist, or what advice would you? I like to put it this way. What advice would you tell your younger self?
Oh, that's a good question. To remain teachable. I feel like a lot of times we as artists, when we get to a certain place in our careers, we can fall off on the idea of being able to learn from other people. We like to take ownership of our own ideas, and we would like to think that those ideas are what's going to always take us to the top. But a lot of times we have to be mindful to that there are other people who have come before us, or who may be on the same platform, who know something a little more than what we know. So remain teachable and willing to learn throughout your journey so that you can go further, because as sure as you're living, it's more to learn, and it's a way better version of yourself that you can produce. You have to be willing to learn.
So you heard it right here from Sarayah, NBC's The Voice, Top 12. Where can they follow you? What would you tell the people to do?
Well, I want you all to follow me. I now have an official site. So you have SarayahOfficial.com, which is SarayAH.com. And there you can link up to all of my social sites, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and you can follow my journey.
All right, guys, peace. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Later.
Incredible artist, and I have to choose. It's a live show.
Alicia, which one of these artists are you going to save and have move on?
I love you all so much. I believe in you all so much. Sarayah.
Sarayah's moving on. Sarayah!
JayJosh!